been on Vita and also crossplay.
Well, I will tell you this: graphically speaking, it's a great-looking game. Beautiful. I know. Why couldn't Gran Turismo 7 be out though? You know, a game like that to get. Right.
I just actually had a notification about a racing game. Beta got canceled. Gran Turismo Sport Beta got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really though, anybody surprised that Gran Turismo is going to be like delayed and prolonged? It does not know. Obviously, has never played it because how long did it take them for to get 5 out or 6 out? 5, and then 6. They fucked up and developed it strictly on the last gen system, so it didn't go anywhere. Because when it came out, everybody was already moving to PS4.
Yeah. Why is the...
We're live, by the way.
Oh.
Nice of you to tell us, Mike.
Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Mike, professional as usual. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Hotspot Gamer Podcast, constantly making up for last week's lack of an episode.
Mike.
I can do that too.
Something happened last week. Last week's episode got lost to the ether, except for about 20 seconds of it when I was making fun of everyone's mom. So there's that.
It's too late for that.
Yeah. So to all you mommies out there, happy Mother's Day. Belated. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about because we actually haven't had a real podcast. I'm watching the live thing, by the way. We haven't had a real podcast in this will be 3 weeks now. So yeah, there's a ton of shit. And we got the core group here. No Andre today. Andre is AWOL. Liam's AWOL. Luke's AWOL.
Crack smokers.
Yeah. They're all addicted to Call of Duty Black Ops.
I can always call Foley.
Actually, but no, that's not fair.
So anyway,
Andre is not addicted to Black Ops 3.
No, he's not.
So anyway, let's carry on. We've got lots to talk about.
Maybe we should call Mr. Foley because we do have some Destiny news to talk about today. But before we get to that,
yeah.
So let's go over some stuff we talked about last week and missed because we weren't live for it. Uncharted 4.
Yes, we talked the entire podcast, and then at the end realized we weren't recording.
Yeah. So Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Rented it from Redbox. I was telling the story last week. Rented it from Redbox, brought it home, got through maybe an hour of it, went back to Redbox, I returned it, and then immediately went to GameStop and bought it.
Yeah, which is a smart thing. I mean, from everything I've seen and heard, and it is the game.
Yes, graphically, the game is amazing. Story-wise, they could not have done a better job with that game. I was blown away. The only problem that I could see with this game is that it's another Uncharted game, which is not a bad thing if you like Uncharted. So, do yourself a favor, go out, pick up Uncharted 4 if you have a PlayStation. If you don't have a PlayStation 4, sorry, it's a really good game, and you're missing out. So there's that. What else did we talk about last week that we missed? I mean,
Call of Duty, dude, the big elephant in the room, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got, yeah.
There's nothing to say about the game.
Well, there is things to say, though, Mike. I know, but see, I know you're over it at this point, but our listeners haven't had a chance to hear your overness over it.
Well, no, they're trying to bribe everybody, saying, if you get Infinite Warfare, you get Modern Warfare Remastered.
No, they're not trying to bribe. They just straight up laid their cocks right on our faces and said, "You will take this, and you will like it."
I wouldn't even call it a bribe. I'd say it's more like blackmail.
That's what I'm saying. They just laid your cock right on your face and said, "You're going to take this."
Yeah, you're gonna take it up your ass, and you're gonna like it because yeah, and I mean we talked about it. We talked about it to no end.
Yeah.
Because it was a huge topic on last week's not show.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, it's
the thing is, they knew the game was gonna suck. Okay, they knew that everyone wasn't gonna like it, so they're like, okay, what do we need to do to keep the sales up? Oh, you mean give the customer what they want? That's just silly talk. Let's just give them Modern Warfare Remastered along with the game that nobody wants.
well. In fairness, though, and again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. When they started creating this game was 3 years ago. It was only about a year or so ago, a year and a half ago, that people really started going nuts about the whole boots on the ground. They had already started, or 2 years ago, they had already started developing this game long before everybody was freaking out about having a World War II game. So, not to take anything away, I am really pissed at Activision, but not to take anything away, we don't know if the game's actually going to suck. It really could be a good video game shooter. I mean, if Infinity Ward does it right play-wise, I think, it still could be a good playing game. So.
Okay, well here's my thing on this. All right, so we got Advanced Warfare. Boots were way off the ground.
Oh yeah,
Way off the ground. Not even on the Earth.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We got Black Ops 3. Boots are on the ground, on the walls, and sometimes on the ceiling.
Barely on the floor.
But barely on the ground.
But
and
a good playing,
so
but a
over the
good
past
playing
2
game.
years, it's a good playing game. But over the past 2 years, we've had a bunch of like the
Future
community of Call of Duty has been screaming at Activision, boots on the ground. Let's go back. We don't want this wall jumping, fucking double jumping, wall running bullshit.
Yeah. Fuck your double jumps, damn it.
So what they've decided to do, since Infinity Ward already had Infinite Warfare planned, it really.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say Infinity Ward, okay? Because that's what they are.
No,
Infinity Ward and Infinite Wars.
It's just actually really difficult to say Infinity Ward, Infinite Warfare. Yeah, Infinite Warfare, because what a great title. But yeah, they just, since they already had this boots off the ground game already probably halfway developed, they decided, oh well, shit. God damn it! I guess we'd better give them something they want.
But it's interesting, is I read that there is no wall running or boost jumps in Infinite Warfare. Now, you can fly in space and stuff like that, but that's what I was reading, is that it's still technically, it's more like Ghost in the sense of how you run around.
Well, maybe.
So there is that.
But we'll see on that one. We don't know anything.
That's all rumor and conjecture, just stuff I've read.
Right, but there hasn't even been like I mean, it's way too early in the year or in the life cycle.
Take all that away. You're right though. So they throw in, where you were going is that they throw in Modern Warfare COD 4.
Yeah, and as I was talking to you guys, when I was talking to you guys last week, I also mentioned that what scares me about this is, since they're not selling Modern Warfare by itself,
right,
and at launch, Modern Warfare is not going to have all the maps implemented. There's
10 maps.
The full storyline and 10 maps.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure there's about 16 to 18 maps total in that game.
But by the way, I am looking forward to playing the campaign, though. I really want to play and multiplayer, but I really want to play the COD 4 campaign again. That's going to be fun. That was a good story.
I can tell you what.
The scary thing to me is, I'm scared that they're going to bundle the DLC for Modern Warfare with this new game, so that you have to buy the season pass for one game to get the DLC for the other.
Yeah, and that is something I won't disagree. That is such an Activision thing that you just said. It has Activision stamped on that idea.
It's perfect. It would work perfectly for Activision to do that.
Yeah.
Sell that season pass. If you want more maps from Modern Warfare, you're going to have to not only buy the game, which means you got to buy the other game, but you got to buy the season pass for the other game to get all the DLC for both games. And while they're at it, why not raise the price of the season pass since you're getting more content?
Man, like $10, $20. Why not, man?
Yeah.
but again, now,
I say we just all go on strike and just downgrade our consoles and just get the old game.
I still have Modern Warfare, so I don't know. Whatever.
Do you have it on PS2? Or was that
No.
PS3?
It was PS3.
That was 3, yeah.
You do have to fuck around to still to get online with it though. I think you have to log in and then like cut your Wi-Fi and then turn it back on once you get into multiplayer. But still, the servers still work. It's weird, but it works.
You know, though, I hope for the sake of Activision and for Call of Duty being a fan of the gaming, I really hope that the game Infinite Warfare is good, because if it's not, then I'm going to spend 3 months playing COD 4 with a bunch of friends and then probably not play it for the rest of the year.
I'm going to wait with bated breath. And
that-
if it is not good, not only am I not going to buy it, but I'm not going to buy another Call of Duty until Treyarch puts out a Call of Duty.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. But I'm getting it.
Here's the thing. Lately, the Call of Duty games that have been coming out, I'm not just targeting Infinity Ward here. A lot of people just buy it for the multiplayer, whereas back in the past, everyone played the story. Everyone played the story.
Actually, more people played Black Ops 3 story than they have in a while. So,
but here's the thing: most of the people we know, I think there's only like 3 people that actually completed the story.
I still haven't.
I have.
Most of the people play it for the multiplayer, and this new game coming out, it's going to be, I don't want to play the story, I don't want to play the online, I just want to play Modern Warfare, and that's it. And they're not even going to touch.
And they're going to have an Infinity Ward zombie mode, so whatever that's about.
Yeah, I don't trust that either, because what the fuck?
Yeah, I got Infinity Ward when they did and Ghosted the whole Alien Extinction, because at least that was something that was their own. You know, and honestly,
that was pretty cool. Because it was.
That's what I was kind of. I got to tell you, as a caster and everything in Infinity Ward, if you're listening, which you're not, what the fuck? Why couldn't you have carried on the cool Alien story, man? I liked playing those.
That actually makes sense. You're taking Call of Duty into space. Alien.
Yeah. Oh, right. You could have tied that into, like, we find the planet where those things were from or something. I'm just saying it would have been cooler than the zombies. And that's another problem with this game, and I will agree with you guys. Here they are trying to bundle a zombie, quotes, just to make sales, because everybody loves, Call of Duty zombies. And Sledgehammer's guilty of it, too, with Exo Zombies, which wasn't bad, but, again.
But see, here's the thing. Not everybody's a fan of zombies who plays Call of Duty, and the people who play Call of Duty that are fans of zombies, they're a fan of Treyarch zombies.
Yes, they are.
Because they know how to do it.
I loved the original. The original was awesome. It was simple. You were in a house, build up the walls, try to survive as long as you can, and there was no end.
Yep, World at War. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even the zombies in Black Ops 1 were really fun. Like
that
on the moon
great.
And stuff like. Yeah, that was like the pinnacle. Well, I shouldn't say that, because Black Ops 2 I think was the pinnacle of zombies as far as where you could go, but I think after Black Ops 2 there really wasn't anywhere to go, so now they're kind of just doing the same thing over and over again.
No, the zombies in Black Ops was awesome, because he had that one map where the George Romero started running after you. You remember that? That was the best. And you couldn't fucking kill that guy to save your life.
No.
He was ridiculously difficult.
Oh, it looks like Miami Marlins are winning.
What are you looking at back there, B-side?
Oh, yeah, sorry, just to break the monotony from Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So, a big shout out to my buddy Jersey. He's a guy I'll leave unnamed where things came from. I just don't want to get all that. But he gave me a copy of MLB The Show 16. For those people watching, this is it. Not a big sports game player. Most of you know that. But I got to tell you, and actually thanks to Slip Mike, because I was just going to get rid of it, Mike's like, oh, you should play it. And I'm glad I listened to him, because I haven't played a sports game in a long time, probably since Lasorda Baseball and Genesis. Seriously, that long. Okay. But this is fun. The graphics are really good. The playing is good. There is a small learning curve on the easy modes. I haven't tried any of the nutty stuff, but and it's a cool game where I was making dinner last night throwing pitches. So I'm sitting there with the controller in the kitchen. Okay, let's do the curveball, And here's a
Well,
cool
dude,
thing.
honestly, with the pixelation and stuff, that doesn't even look like a video game.
Yeah,
at all.
yeah, I know. It looks like we're watching. And this is just the demo, like if you leave the screen on. And the cool part with this is, though, I can actually hit a button and just join into this game and start playing from where they're at right now, if I want to, with those two teams.
Nice.
And
That's a cool option.
they also update the roster regularly, so if there's a player gets kicked from New York Yankees tomorrow and then gets moved to San Diego, poor bastard, within I don't know how long it is to update, but within whatever time, they'll update that, and that guy will be on the Padres and not on the Yankees. So that's real time. It's cool. If you're a sports fan and you like baseball or sports games, I would give it a high recommendation. Graphics are beautiful. Gameplay seems pretty legit. I can't give it a proper review or score because I think I'd be scoring it unfairly. But I mean, to me, if I were a sports fan, I would definitely buy this. And I got to tell you, I'll probably play it for a few days. It may go to the wayside and get sorry Jersey, but might get traded in towards Overwatch. But
Well, if we could segue through from
Yeah.
something you said earlier about
Yeah.
Mike being right.
Oh God.
So Doom came out this week.
Yeah.
So I rented Doom, and
Did I finally get to play it?
I did finally get to play a little bit of it this morning.
Don't tell me you played multiplayer.
Yeah,
Oh, you son of a bitch.
and
you-
just like you said, Mike, you were right. The
Yeah.
multiplayer in Doom is fucking garbage.
Garbage.
Hey, this is a AAA title.
It's garbage.
Man, I've been on a
bad.
streak lately.
It's really bad.
Yeah, you
But-
really have, Mike.
But I will say this: the campaign is fucking awesome.
I
Yes,
would
the
imagine.
The campaign did look
But-
amazing.
So this is a game that, in your opinion, Ben, is a great one to go rent, play the campaign, and then just take it back, right?
No, I mean, well, yeah. I mean, if you
Yeah,
really
well,
like
yeah.
Doom, if you're a fan of Doom and you
Buy
know,
it, yeah.
go buy it. I mean, the
Okay.
campaign is really, really fun, and they're not.
I want to
it's
ask
not
you
right.
this. Okay, I've
Hold-
been
hold
wanting
on.
to ask you this.
Let me finish what I'm saying here. It's not like Bethesda and id. I'm actually surprised id was able to pull this game off, but it's not like they were, so serious about this property and high and mighty about it. They treated the property with a grain of salt. Like the game is so self-aware, and let me just explain this real quick. This is not really spoilers because it's the very first thing you see in the game. So, Doom Guy, because obviously this guy has no name. He's never had a name. His only name is Doom Guy. You wake up as Doom Guy, and you wake up on this slab, like chained to it, with all these like candles around and shit. And then you break out and you kill one. During the cutscene, you kill one demon. You go to the doorway to go to the next room, and you see this little hologram pops up of people like worshipping the slab that you were laying down on. So you go through into the next room, and there's the Doom suit, standing up, kind of like on a vertical slab with candles all around it, and then you go to touch it, and like all these like pentagrams and like fucking just demon visions fly across the screen. Fucking oh my god, it's great. It's everything you wanted in a demon killing game, and it just gets better from there. I started it off on Ultraviolent, which was kind of a mistake since I haven't played a Doom game in 10 years.
Yeah, how long did you last on that one?
I got through the first couple of missions, but it started getting really, really difficult after that.
You turned it back down.
Yeah, well, I started over on normal.
How far have you made it?
About maybe 2 hours, 3 hours in.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how long the game is, but
Let's just
I
call
don't
the
know.
Doom guy the badass version of Master Chief.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
much. Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
I would agree with absolutely.
Like there's this one point, like right after you get your suit, it turns your head to this little like screen, like computer screen, and this doctor tells you there's so many things we could do to work together to get rid of this demon infestation, and he just takes the screen and just throws it at the wall. Just fuck
Shut
that
up,
guy.
Doctor.
Get the fuck out of my way. And then you start playing the game. In the first 5 minutes, I'm like, yes, this is a Doom game. This is what I've wanted out of a Doom game. So yeah.
So they could have just not. They could have spent more time making the campaign a better, better experience, and just not wasted time with the multiplayer, right?
They probably could have.
Okay, there was only one cool thing about the multiplayer, okay? And Ben, if you played the multiplayer, you know what I'm talking about. When you damage a guy and the guy turns red, okay? You can do a badass insta-kill.
Yes.
And it's gruesome, and it's awesome. But that's the only good part about the multiplayer. But here's the thing. When I saw gameplay, Ben, this is the question I want to ask you. When I saw, like, campaign gameplay, okay, the graphics looked amazing. But when I played the multiplayer part of the game, the graphic, it's like they dumbed it down, like graphically dumbed the game down.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
I mean, as far as like the enemy, like the people that you're fighting and the people that you're with on your team,
right?
Yeah, all those characters look shitty. I played
PS3 characters.
Yeah, well, probably not even that bad because they are a little bit detailed, but it's not special. It's nothing great.
Yeah, but it felt like I was playing Quake 64.
God,
seriously, that's what it felt like I was playing.
Ow.
Well, it did kind of have that feel because I was using the assault loadout because you get 3 loadouts to pick from, which have 2 weapons each. So I picked the assault loadout, and I guess with the assault loadout, your main weapon is a rocket launcher. That rocket launcher fucking sucks. It took like
it's no Gallahorn, huh?
With a fucking no, it's no Gallahorn. It took like 3 hits with a rocket launcher to kill one guy, and you get.
Oh yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. Especially when you
ammo.
use the famous plasma rifle.
Oh, the BFG? No, that's not the BFG. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I tried that one, and I tried the one with the chain gun, and the chain gun, when you're shooting at somebody, the numbers are flying off of the guy, and it's getting like 6 damage per bullet.
Okay, anyways, before I was rudely interrupted by my daughter. Now she's telling me to be quiet. Anyways.
Yeah, you tell him, girl.
Go ahead, Mike.
Anyways, okay, the plasma rifle sucks in multiplayer because it takes I don't know how many clips to at least kill a guy with that fucking thing.
Well, see, Mike, that's the thing. All the guns suck in multiplayer, from what I've seen.
I think they do all the same damage.
Okay, so we can wrap that part of it up going, get Doom, play the campaign, and don't even waste your time with multiplayer.
Dude, go through the campaign, fucking have fun with that. I mean, I haven't tried the snap map thing. Apparently, you can not only make like multiplayer maps, but you can also make like co-op missions and stuff like that, which would be fun. That's something if you're interested in the creative end of it and you want to do something like that and play that stuff with your friends. That could be cool. Don't bother with the multiplayer.
No. And you know what? Games need to figure this out. First off, there's plenty of multiplayer games out there right now. I mean, you've got Black Ops 3, which, for good or bad, is a great multiplayer game. It's solid. It plays well. You've got Rainbow Six Siege, which, let's face it, is a heart-pounding intensity of a multiplayer game.
Here, here.
Graphically, it is not the best, but it doesn't matter because the game plays so well.
It's not bad either.
No, it's not bad. I'm not trying to say. I'm just saying if you compared graphically Rainbow Six to like Black Ops 3, apples and oranges, man. I'm not apples and I'm like apples and potatoes. Yeah. Black Ops 3 looks really amazing. It does when you're playing.
I think that Siege looks a lot better.
Do you really? I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know. I think I think that Siege. I was hoping they could just stylize it a little more. It's sometimes a little blocky, but either way,
they were not really going for style anyway. They're going.
No, they weren't. They were going for gameplay, and they nailed it. So I don't. And you have the game I'm excited about Tuesday coming out, which is Overwatch, which is a straight up multiplayer, and I can tell you, it plays well. It plays very smooth. It is not a game for, just like Rainbow Six, it is not a game for everybody. But those people who enjoy that kind of thing will love it. It plays well and moves smooth, and so Doom, campaign, other games, buy them if you want to play multiplayer. And if you're really desperate for multiplayer, get MLB The Show. And if you start to get angry at one of the batters, you can pull out a handgun and shoot him. So, totally kidding.
Anyways,
that would be cool though.
But we can branch off in two directions from here. We could either talk about what was the game you just mentioned?
Overwatch.
Overwatch, or we could talk about Siege, since you mentioned that.
We could talk about both of them because they're both squad-based tactical shooters.
Because we did talk about last week, but of course, no podcast.
Yeah. No, I think we can talk about both those. I don't care whoever wants to start off. I know that. I don't know if Ben has. I don't think Ben played. Did you play Overwatch, Ben?
I played the Overwatch beta, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know Mike did, but he doesn't like it, so when we get to that. Or he didn't. It wasn't a game for him.
It's not even a game for me. I believe we talked about in the last podcast we actually did. Both of these hero shooters, your Battleborn and your Overwatch, they're not really games for me. I'm terrible at Battleborn. I'm just not good at that game.
Is it weird that I have never ever seen gameplay of Battleborn?
Really?
I've never seen it. I don't even know what it looks like.
You're not hurting yourself. It's not. I can't. I'm gonna say this. I played both of them, and I can't compare. Yes, they are both hero-based shooters, but Overwatch sticks to what it knows. Yeah, Overwatch sticks at least to what it knows. You played it, Ben. You got to agree. The multiplayer in Overwatch, it plays linear, like you're used to on a shooter, at least.
Well, yeah, Overwatch is a lot like Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, just with cool. And I gotta say, I think what drew me in is I like running around in those ridiculous characters with the team, and during the beta too, maybe that was part of it. I did make some new friends on PlayStation Network who were really good at that kind of stuff and kind of guided me to pick the characters. And once I started seeing what characters to pick and how to work with people, I started enjoying it. It was a fun shooter the whole time. When I got done playing Overwatch, I never felt stressed like I do when I'm playing like Call of Duty or wanting to kill somebody after playing Siege and you're sitting there having to watch because you die in the first 30 seconds and you have to wait and watch all your other friends play.
Right.
So, but anyway. But Siege, again, I cannot take away from that game. It is, honestly, when you're the last two people, your whole team's dead, it's just you and your friend, your heart starts pounding. There's 3 guys on the other team, there's 2 of you. You can't, they created a great experience there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what, the new characters that came out with Blackbeard, dude, they need to do something with that guy because he's impossible to kill. Impossible if he has that shield up.
Oh, that little gun shield thing?
Yeah, because let's face it, if you're shooting from behind the counter and you're aiming down your sights and you got that shield up, you're not hitting the fucker at all.
No, you have to throw like a grenade behind him or something.
Yeah, but see that's completely ridiculous. I think that they need to go back and think about what they've done. They introduced a character that is really, really hard to kill. He's probably the hardest character in the game to kill.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, well, let's back up a little bit, and for the people who don't play Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
So Rainbow Six Siege, not this past week, but the week before, came out with a brand new DLC, big update called Dustline, in which we get 2 new operators, both of which are modeled after the U.S. Navy SEALs. One,
Yep.
the Defender was the name Valkyrie. Yeah, Valkyrie is the name of the Defender, and Blackbeard is the attacker. And Blackbeard is featured as having a bulletproof shield above his gun
This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
to make headshots a little bit more difficult. And I agree. I don't know if I agree that it's overpowered. It can be countered. Like say with if you're a Siege player, then you know.
The only way that you can kill Blackbeard is if you sneak up behind him and shoot him in the back. If it's a frontal assault, he's gonna win every time.
Well, no. If you're a defender, C4, and you place a C4 down, and like say I've done this before. If you're defending a room and you have a window, I would usually place a C4 below the window, so that when somebody walks or climbs over the windowsill, I blow the C4 and kill them.
Right.
That's an easy way to counter that shield because, well, that shield's null and void if,
Yeah, and like I said, if he's hiding behind something too, if someone has a grenade, they could, or Ash's that frickin' launcher thing she has, that thing
Yeah,
would
but
annihilate him.
Ash is attacking.
Ash is
Oh
attack.
yeah, that's true. So well, what's
But
but I'm just saying.
the chick, what's her name? Valkyrie?
Valkyrie, yeah.
Okay, Valkyrie. She actually is I'm not going to say an awesome defender, but she also plays a really important part on the team because she has 3 or 5 disposable handy cams that she can stick wherever she wants.
Yeah, it's 5 cameras that can stick pretty much anywhere on the map. And I think they have all the players can use them, and they have like a pretty. It's not like the regular cameras where you could just go side to side. You can go up, down, side to side with all these cameras. Like it's a pretty good field of vision with these cameras.
It's
so you
the
can
same
get a
camera
lot.
it's the same camera that they have on the drones.
Yeah,
Right.
it is pretty cool.
But
That
it has-
part
it
I
has-
was
It
impressed.
has a better quality picture. It actually brightens up more, and it's actually kind of in color. It's not like the same. It's not the same exact cameras that are on the drones, but they're close to movement-wise.
Yep.
But there's better picture quality in these cameras than on the drones.
So yeah, that was that. I'm trying to look up. Let me see. How many maps did we get with that? With Dustline?
2.
2 maps.
There were 2. There was, actually, I'm not sure because I still haven't. I played the older one. What was it? Ice something. When the ice
Black
levels
Ice.
came out, yeah, Black Ice. I played 1 level from Black Ice, and 1 level from the new one. Are there
Dustline's
2
better.
for each? Because I've only played.
I'm looking right now. Hold on. I'm finding it. And 1 map.
Okay, so it's 1. It was probably 1 per DC.
Yeah, it is 1 map, 2 operators per download.
Okay, but the new level, it's awesome. It's
It
big.
is.
There's a lot of
beautiful.
hiding places. Same thing with Black Ice. I know we never really covered that DLC when it came out, but I played my first time ever playing on the boat. Awesome experience. I love the new maps that they come out with, and they're really they're different. It's not like they're taking an older map and adding onto it, and making it look different. It's actually a completely different environment for each map.
And on that side of it, I will commend them. I think it was a smart idea. I think they knew that they were either going to have to make a really good campaign or a really good multiplayer. I don't think they could have done both in that game. I just look from what I see. So I commend them on just going with it and saying, hey, we're going to make a straight-up tactical-based shooter. No frills.
Yeah, it's caught a lot of fans, me included.
I know, and this is the guy who, if we rewound back to about 3 or 4 months ago said I will never buy Rainbow Six Siege.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Well,
Good.
I said I wasn't going to buy it, but I said, Will, I asked you if, see if the servers get better. If the servers get better, I'll get the game.
And they did.
Well, I will say I got pressured, and not only that, but I bought it pretty much for half price, and
Yeah.
one of my friends who was pressuring me to buy it gave me half the money to buy it.
Yeah.
So he basically paid for you.
Well, no, he paid for $15 of it. So.
Well, but I love this time. I think that's an era, like, with games like Siege and with Overwatch coming out, if you're into that. If you're into Battleborn, which, by the way, I looked on my friends list, and I haven't seen anybody. I've seen one person on my entire friends list, and I have a lot of people on there that's played Battleborn. Okay, actually playing it. I saw someone, I think it was yesterday, and I was like, oh, someone played Battleborn, and everybody in the chat I was in was like, really? Someone's playing that game? I mean, I'm sorry, Gearbox. I mean, I know you guys worked hard, and I know there's a lot of hours labored into it, but I think you missed the mark on that one, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully they can make up for that with Borderlands 3. We'll see.
Yeah,
but that's, you bring up an interesting point, Will, and I want to kind of feel this out to the rest of you guys. We are in an era right now with gaming. It's a huge multiplayer-oriented era.
It is.
Now, I'm wondering,
Now are good on this.
for the future of gaming, what this says about, like, let's just say, like, the nostalgia factor. I mean, like, in 10 years, are the servers still going to be up for Rainbow Six Siege or Black Ops 3? Like, you can't go back and play some of these games like we used to do with the Super Nintendo or the NES. Like, I could go today to a store and probably find an NES cart of DuckTales and pop that fucker into my Retron and just play DuckTales on the NES and not have a problem. But 10 years from now, are we going to be able to play Black Ops 3 the way we used to play Black Ops 3 this year?
Without having to make like a custom mission. Yeah.
I see what you're saying here is that games now have a lifespan.
They do.
Because of the servers.
Games have a lifespan. No, it's not because of the servers. It's the way they're making the games. Now, if you have a game that has a really kick-ass story and really good multiplayer, you're going to go back and play that story even though the servers are gone.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, but then there's also games like Destiny, which we'll be talking about in a few minutes. You can't even play the story if you can't sign into the servers.
Like I said from the beginning of Destiny. Destiny has a lifespan. Its life cycle for the first one's almost up. Okay, because obviously there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do.
Well,
in the game right now.
those servers are going to stay up.
Well,
it's not
yeah,
like,
for PvP only.
Well,
but
you're
not
right now. Well, no,
because
those servers are
happens
going to stay up. Listen to me, Mike. Those servers are going to stay up because those servers have to stay up.
Or you can't play the game.
You can't play the game at all. You can't log in.
Yeah.
Unless you can't play anything in that game unless you're logged into the server.
Okay, so say if this was to happen, if Bungie was to go bankrupt, that game would be garbage and nobody would be able to play it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, the game is what it is at this point. Destiny, the first one, it'll stay there.
No, I mean like server-wise. If Bungie was to go out of business, the servers would go offline.
I would guess what would happen is the servers wouldn't go offline. The game would stay as it is today, and Activision would keep the servers online for question mark amount of time.
Until they needed them for something else.
Right.
Yeah, but see I think what Bungie did with Destiny, it's strictly an online-only game, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Remember when the talk with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 when they were saying both consoles are going to be online only. You're only going to be able to play games online. You need an internet connection in order to play the games. How many people were pissed off when they were told that?
I mean, I could still disconnect from the internet right now from my PS4, and I could play a couple of games.
Yeah.
Could you play Destiny?
No, you can't play Destiny. I could play Metal Gear.
I could play Mortal Kombat.
Well, you can. Do you know why you can play Metal Gear? Do you know why?
Yes, I do.
Because that's Hideo Kojima. That's why.
Well, no. Here's the thing. No,
and God
actually,
bless
you say
Hideo
that,
Kojima.
can you play? Can you still? You can play Black Ops. You can play Black Ops 3, the story mode. You can't play the co-op, but you can play the story mode offline.
You can go Black Ops on Black Ops 2, and people are still playing online.
But no, I'm just saying. Like, I'm looking right now at just games I have a visual. I have one, 2, 3, 4 games out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 9 games that I could play right now without having internet. That's it.
Well, see, that's
because Dying Light. I don't think you can play Dying Light without internet.
Oh
right?
yeah, you can, no, you don't need internet for that.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so 5 out of 9. So I have 4 games that you can't play.
The way I buy my games, okay, this is why I buy my games for purely stories. If it doesn't have a good story, I ain't fucking buying it. Now, here in Connecticut, we have this company called Frontier. Okay? Now, Frontier
greatest internet company ever made.
Mysteriously disconnects the entire state of Connecticut once in a while. And you lose internet for who knows for how long because they don't never give you a straight answer. So, what do? You know, I'm not going to have all these games that you need internet. I think the only game I have that you need internet is Battlefront. Every other game I've ever owned, there's a story. Hence why I bought the Order 1886, because there's a story. No need to go online.
I was biting my lip. I was going to say then, why did you buy the Order 1886 if you were looking for story?
Dude, honestly, I love the story.
You know, but I mean, some of these games, I think, and you never know. I mean, games like Rainbow Six, they might allow somebody to do when the game gets past where they're working on it, they might have a way to put the server to, they'll be if someone wants to take it over type thing. Who knows? I mean, these games.
Of course, but here's the thing. Even today, you could go on. I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on this. But I could probably, if I still had the disc, put in Black Ops 1 on my PS3, and probably still jumping into an online game if I really, really, really wanted to. Which, don't do that. Please do not try that at home.
Same with
Modern Warfare. It would probably take you a really long time to find a room.
Yeah, same with MW3 as well. MW3.
No, most of the lobbies are hacked at this point.
Yeah, same with MW3.
But the servers are still there.
Yeah. Oh, well, here's a good example. Okay, if you were to have, let's say, an Xbox 360.
My point, Mike, is how long are those servers going to be there?
What point does it all go away and you one day put your game in and it's like, wah, wah, wah.
I may have the answer for you, the one that you're looking for. I think it has to do with activity on the server. I think they look at the servers and they tell themselves, if it goes below this much activity in a certain time span, we're just going to disconnect the servers and stop wasting money. It's like, say there's only like 200 people playing, for some reason, World at War. Okay? Say there's only 200 people in the world playing World at War. Get rid of the server. It's more or less as how often are the servers being used. And if they're not being used... obviously not to what they used to be, but if they're below their minimum range of activity, then they're just going to shut it off.
Well, but that all comes down to the fact, at least in my opinion, this is just me. If I can get a good solid 2-3 months of enjoyment out of a game, and I've had fun while I played it in that time, I'm okay with that. Because by then anyway, there's something else coming out,
Well, here's the thing. Recently, we just saw the shutdown of the last online PS2 game servers, Final Fantasy XI. The servers were finally shut down on that game.
Well, look how long that's been, though.
I know. But
Congratulations. That's all I have to say to you.
well, yeah. I don't it's not like I was playing it. But
no,
yeah.
I mean for a PlayStation 2 game to still be online and
Oh yeah.
running,
Absolutely.
that's
I mean,
fucking amazing.
I mean, I could try to look it up right now to see how, like, when that game came out. But yeah, it's been so long since that game came out, and those servers are still up and running. And just a month ago, they
Which Final Fantasy was it?
11. FS
Yeah.
or Final
11.
Fantasy 11. FF11.
Okay, PlayStation 2. What year did PlayStation 2 come out?
2001.
I think it's a little bit older than that.
PlayStation 2? Oh, maybe it came out 2000?
Final Fantasy 11 came out on May 16th, 2002.
Yeah, because the PS3, the PS2 came out, which right there is 10, 14. That's 14 years, man.
Yeah.
That game, I'm not gonna. Don't quote me on this one. Probably has the longest life cycle.
Yeah.
Of games, because I haven't heard of any game lasting that long.
Yeah, that's a 14-year life cycle for those servers.
But that's Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 11 was the big popular one, right? At the time, I mean that
was the first online Final Fantasy.
Right, and that was the big kind of benchmark for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, gentlemen, unfortunately, I'm getting a call to wrap it on my end from my producer.
Yeah.
Okay. My producer Lisa. Now you guys are good. Well, I'll let you guys can finish it off. I just I love everybody out there, but my producer's saying something about a finger across the neck. I don't know what that means, but oh wait, now it's a finger coming up to the middle. Oh, I better get off.
She's gonna kill you.
Yeah, she's gonna kill you. Dude.
Okay, hey guys, this has been good. On that, yeah, I'm impressed with FF11. That's awesome. Overwatch comes out Tuesday for those people who care. Me. And
I can feel the eyes on you right now.
Shut up, D-Time.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a good time and keep on gaming, and Ben will take us out. Bye.
All right.
Boom.
All right. Oh, I can talk now. Yes. All right. Man, all that talking, and I already forgot what I was going to say.
All right. Well, anyways. Well, since we only got a couple of minutes left, let's talk about Destiny.
Great. You have the wrong guy on the show right now for that one.
Well, Mike, you're always the right guy for me. Anyways, all right. So we had a little bit of a leak on Reddit last week. Mike, if you could throw up that picture, I would be so appreciative.
Oh yeah, I figured out what I was going to talk about, by the way.
All right, well, you can do that in a minute. We still have a couple of minutes left anyway. So this picture popped up on Reddit, and it looks pretty legit. And so the rumor is that the next Destiny expansion is going to be called Destiny Rise of Iron. And the promotional picture is Lord Saladin standing in the Cosmodrome in front of a broken part of the wall surrounding the Cosmodrome, surrounded by wolves with a badass flaming axe in his hand. Now, some other rumors have been abound. Now, obviously, you see the wolves in the picture if you're watching this on YouTube. So people are speculating that there's going to be a Fallen raid.
Is this level? Is this picture gonna lie to me like the past? I see snow. I see wolves. My fucking snow level.
You're probably not going to get it.
God damn it! Do you know what, Gary? I guarantee you, they're showing snow and wolves in the Arctic. I guarantee you, it's going to be on a fucking desert. Guarantee you.
No, dude, look at the wall.
No, I see the wall.
Yeah, you know where that wall is if you played Destiny before. That wall is in the Cosmodrome on Earth.
Well, yeah, the Cosmodrome is is Russia. So
Right.
that better be like far, far, far north of Russia.
Well, no, they're probably going to use the same assets because we're on the tail end of this game right now.
Motherfuckers.
But yeah,
One
so
more-
we're speculating. Well, it has slightly been confirmed that there is a new raid. Last week, Wednesday, this past week, Wednesday, there was a raid along live on Twitch with Bungie, in which they had Deej and a couple of the raid developers sitting down and going through the raid. And one of the devs asked Deej point blank, "Can I tell him about the new raid?" And Deej point blank said no. So
So wait, hold on. So they did. He said, "Could I tell them about the new raid while they were online already?"
live on Twitch.
Good. What an idiot!
No, I don't think it's idiocy at all. I think it's just a tease to let everybody know that there is a new raid coming this fall to Destiny.
I still haven't. Did you beat the one on Dreadnought?
The Kingsfall raid, yes, I've beaten that. Not many, not a lot. I think I only beat it twice. I've found since the April update, I found that there are so many different ways to get to max level. I don't need the raid anymore.
I think we need to get the Hotspot Gamer crew together and do a raid.
I would love to. I'll bring in my under level, or no, you know what? I'll bring in my main character. My main character is a 333 now, so I can handle the raid pretty easily.
You know what I run with? I've been running with the same fucking character for 2 years. My Warlock.
You haven't been running with any characters because you haven't been playing.
I played last week for 10 minutes.
Exactly my point. But so yeah, Destiny Rise of Iron will probably be coming in the fall. We don't know if it's going to be a paid expansion yet. We don't know if it's going to be free. We have no idea. But I'm sure we will see something at E3, which is right around the corner.
Dude.
Yes.
Hideo Kojima.
Yes.
Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima.
Yes, he was up at Ubisoft.
Oh, Kojima-san?
Yes, he was up at Ubisoft. Taking a tour of Ubisoft. I think he's looking for a developer to help him make some games.
Well, he did mention, I believe, there was an interview done, and he mentioned that there were some hints toward his new game in the logo of his new production company.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, it's Kojima-san, so we will say whatever to that. Of course, nobody has any clue what he's talking about until the final product comes along, and he says, "Here it is, fuckers, go play it." But also, he gave a little bit of insight as to during the time between Konami and his working with PlayStation at the moment. Apparently, he had a lot of offers across the board.
He told him to go fuck off.
He decided to work with PlayStation because, well,
PlayStation's his baby.
Yeah, pretty much. And
his moneymaker.
PlayStation has the money to give him too. So we should be seeing a PlayStation exclusive directed by Hideo Kojima sometime in the next couple of years, probably.
I'll tell you what. Last week, I was supposed to talk about horror games and how America we don't really make that many horror games. There's only like 4 that I can think of off the top of my head.
Right.
You know, I was talking to Bill Gardner about it, and I don't know if he took it the wrong way. I don't know if I made him mad because he hasn't written me back yet. It's been like a week. I don't know if he's mad at me.
Oh, you made him mad.
I said, I don't know. I don't know if I made him mad because I said, listen, we need to bring horror back to America when it comes to video games. We need to bring it back. We need to draw it back. And I didn't give him a list of video games that I actually enjoyed playing, like horror games. And okay, here's my list right now. I highly doubt he's going to listen because he's probably mad at me. Let's see. The BioShock series. Yes, I love the BioShock series. Okay. I liked Alien Isolation was a good one.
Mhm.
Fear.
Mhm.
First, I forgot the whole name, but Fear, the first one. I like the very first one. Doom. Doom was a good horror game. Not the new one that just came out. The one prior to that. And Dead Space. Dead Space scared the shit out of me.
All right. Horror
And
games.
Ben doesn't know what I'm talking about. Ben's scared of horror games.
I played Dead Space. Fuck off.
But you know, if you look at the list of American-made horror games that were actually successful compared to the ones that were made in UK, Poland, Russia, Australia, Japan, we suck. Okay, we need to step up the bar and make some good old-fashioned horror games. Okay, I don't know who's doing Friday the 13th. I will look that up right now. I guarantee you, it is not an American company. Okay,
Okay.
guarantee you.
I'm gonna race you to
Some
it.
dead airspace from everybody.
No, I'm gonna race you to it right now. Let's see. Friday the 13th. Dev. There we go. Okay, developers. Atlas is making it. Atlas is Japanese.
Oh, I knew it. See, not even American. Oh
There you go.
man. See, we need to step up the bar. See, because Friday the 13th, that was an American horror movie. Japan made a successful Friday the 13th game. I can't say successful yet because do you know any? Fuck it, it's going to be successful. I'm going to buy it anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like we got Outlast, Canada. Okay, Outlast scares the shit out of me.
Mhm.
Then we got Alien Isolation. Okay, you may think that was made in America. No, UK.
Mhm.
Allison Road, UK. Dying Light, Poland.
Mhm.
It's completely ridiculous. And that's what because Bill. I was talking to Bill Gardner about where do I send my game prototype to get developed and published. And then he asked me all these. He asked me like 3 questions, and then I wrote back to him. I told him I want to bring horror back into America, but the way that horror is done now, it's just like they put you in a really, really dark room and they throw random crap at you. Jump scare there, scary sound there, turn around, jump scare again. It's more to it than that. You need to feel adventure. You need you need obviously dealing with horror games in the past like Resident Evil, good example. Puzzles. Come on.
Well, yeah, you do
They
need
thought
something
about
other than the jump scare to get the game going. I mean, you need another mechanic built into it. Yeah.
yeah, because let's face it. Okay, PT, yes, PT was a excellent game. Okay, even for a demo, it was really successful. But where the thing was, when it came to puzzles in that game, no one knew how to fucking do it. I don't know how. I don't know.
That whole game.
I honestly don't. I know, but I don't understand how someone thought of this. I'm going to look at this picture, then go on the other side of the house and look at this picture, and go all the way on the back on the other end and look at this picture, and then something happens.
Mhm.
Or I'm going to sit by this telephone for 5 minutes and just sit here
and then say
wait for
someone's
it to ring.
name.
Yes, it's like who what. There's no hints whatsoever. Honestly, I had to watch a playthrough
Mhm.
to actually beat it. I think you did the same.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the 2 most creepiest things in that game was was obviously the lady. Right?
Oh God, that bitch.
The lady was fucking creepy. And the talking lunch bag. Yes, the talking lunch bag filled with cockroaches. Yes.
Mhm.
That was creepy.
All right. Well, Horror in America needs to come back. Destiny,
Ugh.
something or other. There's always something there. But what have we learned this week? Well, we've learned. Oh, actually, you know what? Before.
Well, you got to
Before-
recap. It's what we learned in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know, right? But before we get into that really quick, let me just plug this real quick. Mike, if you could throw the picture up, the other picture that I sent you.
Oh,
For
Yeah,
those
yeah,
of you
yeah,
who
yeah.
play Clash Royale, there's now a Hotspot Gamer Clash Royale clan. Just look up Hotspot Gamer in the clans on Clash Royale. Join up with me. You want to play some friendly games? We could do that all day. I am still completely fucking addicted to the shitty fucking game, and I love it. I have, however, avoided spending any real money on it, which is surprising for me. But yeah, if you're into Clash Royale, join us over on Hotspot Gamer. Join up with the clan, and let's play some Clash Royale like a bunch of assholes.
I will probably do that tomorrow.
All right. So, anyways, what have we learned this week? We've learned that we might get some more Destiny content. We've learned that Doom multiplayer is ass. We've learned that Rainbow Six Siege is pretty fucking good, and apparently so is MLB The Show 16. We've learned
Mm-hmm.
that Will's producer runs his life as well as his show.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also learned that Mike is a bigot. When it comes to
No.
horror. Just when it comes to horror.
Yes.
Yeah.
When it comes to horror, yes.
You're a
Yes.
bigot. So, I guess
American Pride horror bigot. Yes. Okay.
America, fuck yeah.
America. Donald Trump, he's going to make a great horror game for America.
Oh God, America will be a horror game soon. But on that note, this has been this week's episode of the Hotspot Gamer Podcast. Feel free to go ahead and check us out over on Facebook. Just look up Hotspot Gamer, at HS Gamer Reviews on Twitter. You can check me out over on Twitter at Ben K Severed, the Severed81. And Mike is me. Well, both me and Mike run the Hotspot Gamer Twitter. Our fallen compatriot at bside_23. Also check out our friends Lucas Campbell at Lucas Campbell 01527, at Liam Finnegan 07, and Hydra at Hydra. That's HEYDRA
At Hydra.
at Hydra. Hail Hydra.
Oh, yeah. By the way, my game is now open beta.
Oh,
You
yes.
know.
Mike's game is open beta. So go ahead to Mike. What's the website?
GameDesignerLam.com.
Go to Game Designer
Google
Land.
it if you don't know the spelling.
Go to GameDesignerLand.com and check out the open beta for Capstone. Go play it and give Mike some feedback on that. But we're done here. So this has been the Hotspot Gamer Podcast for this week. You guys have a great week, and go buy Uncharted 4.
Yeah. It's a great game.
It's good. It's pretty good.
Bye.